welcome to another YouTube video. Today it's Wednesday and we are 43 days out from National, so about 6.5 weeks probably. Still don't have the competition date, like the exact competition date. I know it's between 25th to 28th April, but so we're gonna see exact date at probably at like the beginning of April. But either way, it's Wednesday, so today I got deadlifts, and I thought instead of just beginning this video in the gym, today I'd begin it with the breakfast. So I've been working a little bit, I've been on a walk, and now I'm gonna have a smoothie for breakfast. And normally I drink this smoothie like when I immediately when I wake up, and then I go training in the morning. But on Wednesdays, as you know, if you've been watching my videos, I have to go into the city and to the gym to train, just because my podium at home isn't deadlift proof. So I'm not training at home, meaning I'm gonna train in the afternoon instead. So I'm gonna work to around maybe 3 and then train. So I'm gonna have like 3 meals of breakfast. I'm gonna have the exact same meal as a breakfast for my snack around between 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. And then obviously I'm gonna have lunch at like 12. But we're gonna go with breakfast at least, and I'm gonna show you because I drink this smoothie all the time. I really like it just because if I'm training in the morning, I don't like chewing stuff. And now that I've gotten used to drinking a smoothie in the morning, I kind of don't want to chew stuff. Like, I get tired if I start chewing in the morning, but I don't want to train fasted because, yeah, I want to get some bloatedness going because it helps my belt sit better. But me, like, just eating, I don't know, just eating something before, it takes a lot of extra time, which means I lose time. And the more time it goes from when I wake up to when I train, the more tired and less focused I get. So I want to get it done like, so I drink a smoothie while I do some breathing. But so now I'm gonna do smoothie. So I have my mixer, and this mixer from the last deadlift video you saw it's going to its 2-week mark right now. So I hope, because every smoothie I had has been broken in like 2 to 3 weeks, so I hope. So first of all, it's like a milk. I actually don't know what it is in English, but for you Swedish people, it's filmjölk från fjällko. Så det är en fjällko som egentligen är, ja, längre upp, mycket bättre. Filmjölk. And in English, it's there is a cow in basically way up in the north, and yeah, so it's very local. It's like a milk but thicker. I think it's fermented. Yeah, I just don't know. But either way, I have this, and I have 250 grams of it. First, I used to have milk, like from the same brand sometimes, but if I have that, this mixer is actually way better than the previous one, so it almost goes like, becomes water when I drink it, and that's not tasty. So I'm gonna add 200 milliliters of this. Okay, 260-ish. And then I'm also gonna have whole eggs. And you may wonder, whole eggs in a smoothie, that can taste good, but you don't taste the eggs at all, and it's just because I want the smoothie to have some protein in it. I don't like to have like protein powder. I also don't like any kind of quark or Greek yogurt. I want, like, this is what I can have, that or milk, but I just want eggs. But I don't want to fry and chew them, so I tried it in a smoothie, and it actually is really good. I have good eggs as well, so that obviously helps. But so I just have 3 whole eggs, and you don't taste it at all. In the smoothie, maybe like if I had milk, sometimes I could feel it. Crap. Okay, this sometimes happens for me, where I can't really crack the egg. Okay, now I got it. So after that, I'm gonna have some cinnamon and a little bit of salt, just a little bit, because I don't want it to taste salt. I just want to get some salt. Then I'm gonna have 2 deciliters of oats in as well, for the carb source. You could obviously have a banana, but the thing for me is when I have a banana in it, it tastes like crazy sweet and I don't like the mixed banana taste. And now I'm gonna have roughly 100 grams of blueberries. That was the whole package, or the rest of the package. And I'm gonna have like 50 grams of raspberries. I don't really track my berries because it's so low calorie. It's just that I want to have always the right, so that the taste is the same, but also so that I have at least 60% of like fluids and only 40% of hard stuff, because I read, since all my mixers are getting broke, I read that, or for this mixer at least, it should have 60-40, 60% fluid and then like only 40% of like berries and oats and dry stuff. So just hoping that that won't break my mixer. And now in total it's 600 grams of this. And then I just put on the lid and I'm gonna go mix this. Actually I have the blender, or like the actual mixer, in the garage, just because there's a lot of sound coming from it. And when I do training in the morning, maybe Sammy, my partner, is sleeping or anything, so I just have it in the garage because then it wouldn't bother anyone in the morning. So I'm gonna run outside and mix this, and then I'll show it to you. It's really simple, but yeah, that's breakfast. Just a smoothie, and I'm gonna drink this actually while I'm working. I probably will have a banana too. And then for lunch, I'm just gonna have rice and meat. So I actually won't show you lunch, I think, because I'm gonna have rice and meat, and that's really simple. But so that's breakfast, and I just mix this. It's really tasty, and yeah, that's it. And I'm gonna have the exact same smoothie, although I'm just gonna have 1 deciliter of oats when I do it for the snack in the midday. And that's gonna be it for breakfast, and for the day of eating, since I just have rice and meat, it won't be really special for lunch. So the next video that you're gonna see, maybe in the car when I'm on my way to the gym, but probably in the gym. We get deadlifts today. It's week 4 of the program, so we got heavier deadlifts, which is fun. And yeah, I'm trying ammonia for the session as well, so that will be fun. But I'm gonna see you at the gym later on. Yeah, I'll see you there. Alright, I'm at the gym now. So I just did my activation exercises and I'm getting started on the deadlift. So I just did 1 set at the barbell, and it's deadlift, so it's hard to do with just the barbell. But so I'm doing 70 kilos now, 2 sets, 1 without belt and 1 with belt. And then I'm gonna go 100, 120, 140, 155, 170, and then we'll see from there, basically. Those are like the standard warm-up sets that I usually do. And yeah, we'll see. Last week I kind of forgot to actually even try on my top single, so this week I'm trying to be just as calm in my mindset that I was last week, but also remember to actually try and push, because I did that for my backups, and backups went really good, but my top set did not go well, just because I forgot it there. So I'm gonna try to get it straight off from the warm-ups. And got 300 milliliters of orange juice, electrolytes, and water, just like always. So let's get started. So that was 185 for warm-up, and I'm going 200 next. And this is where it gets interesting, because very often nowadays like 200 feels heavy. At the same time, 2 weeks ago I could like rep it. And yeah, so we'll just see how it goes for today. If I can go above 200, I would obviously like to rep more for 5s this week than I did last week, since it's the last week of the block. But we shall see. I'm doing 200 for a single, and we'll see how that move. I'm gonna add in the ammonia, this one. So we shall see. But 200 next, and then after I get to a top single, I got 4 sets of 5. So we'll see where that ends up. So we'll see what I do for the 5s, but I hope to do more than 190. That's the goal, at least. Either more than 190 or more sets at 190. Because last week I did 1 set at 190. doing like 2 sets would still be progress. So anything above that, and at the same time I did 200 for a single that week, so maybe 202, 205 this week, or just 200 again and more for reps. Just something that's more than last week to get some kind of progress would be nice. So I got a timer on for 1 more minute of rest, and then it's time to go. The second that I dropped that bar, I felt like I was gonna puke. Fives are literally hard because, yeah, they're just hard. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do for next set yet, so we're gonna see in the next clip, but there was a PB, 5 kilo PR with 5 reps at 195. So the single, I did the single at 205. So I went over 200. It was kind of heavy. So it was good, but I wasn't happy about it because I'm not happy about doing a single at 200. Like less than 210 is like, I don't really feel proud about it, like it's anything good. Although it still is, like not all of my training is going to be at my top capacity and weight. But then doing 5 reps at 195, that's really good, like really good. And same time, I'm kind of not happy because the feeling of it is not like perfect. It's just that I have the strength for it. That's just me being harsh on myself, like always wanting to get some kind of perfection and not like just execution, but like in weights. That weights are supposed to be like perfect all the time. But this is a good weight. I got 2 more sets of 5s, which is hard because I'm tired and I do feel my knee a little bit, like not, so I have a groin and knee injury, not injury, but aches and pains, and like I know that it's fine when it feels like this. I can feel it, and I know I'm fatigued, and I probably will have to go a little bit lighter on squats this Friday because I'll be fatigued and tired a little bit. But still, I know that it's kind of fine when it feels like this. But I do feel it a little bit, so I know that, okay, I got tired from that set, and I could also feel like my lower back working, like not pain-wise. I have had a lower back injury, so I know when it's like the worst bad kind of pain. It was just like my lower back muscles working, and my traps too. I got like huge deadlift traps. So yeah, but now we'll see what I do for the next set. I'm not gonna jinx myself and say anything yet. I'm gonna rest up and decide at the end and rewatch the video again. There's a part of me who wants to go 200. Like I really want to do a 5 at 200. That I tried that in the past once. I failed because I screwed up the last rep. Like I retook my position, and every time when I retake my setup, like in mid-set that is, I always fail the rep. Like it's never worked. So I don't know why I did it. So I did 4 reps, and yeah, it would be a win this session, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I am done with the deadlifts. Those last sets killed me. They were hard. At the same time, I am in the phase of my menstrual cycle where I'm just before my period, which is when I usually sleep and recover a little bit worse, PMS, and also like strength-wise. Not always. When I'm very recovered and eating like in a surplus, I won't be affected by my period like at all. But when I'm fatigued, which I am in week 4, I am very fatigued. And like if I've been eating a little bit less, which I have, I may be affected a little bit. So that's like one of those things. So still I managed to do a PR today, which was good. I'm not like super happy, but that's because I'm harsh on myself. And I kind of was reminded, I had one of my girls, she actually coaches with me. So she's my colleague, or my employee slash colleague slash co-coach. And I also coach her. She competed at bench press nationals for the first time last weekend. She's been competing at nationals previously, but never like just bench nationals. She took a 3rd place, and you know, I kind of get inspired by her as well. Like, she's very stoic at the moment. She's reading books that I recommended to her, but these things are really easy to forget. And this past few weeks, I've been kind of also forgetting to enjoy the journey. I've been starting to getting so focused on the results at nationals and what weights I'm gonna hit that I've been kind of forgetting to enjoy training here and now. So when I'm not doing anything crazy during the session, I go like, it's a bad session, and I get frustrated, and I start thinking ahead like, okay, maybe I won't be strong for nationals, although it's 7 weeks left. Like, there's so much time left. So I've been kind of forgetting that, but she basically made her recap in our Facebook community that we have, and it's inspiring because I know this was when I'm at my best meets. I have the exact same mindset. Like, she went out being like present and everything, not trying to hide anything, have headphones on to not hear anything, just be there and be like, wow, I'm so privileged to be able to experience this. I'm so privileged to be here. And I actually love being here. I put myself in this situation to be here where there's a lot of noise, there's a lot of stress, like prep and everything. And that's the thing. You also don't control these externals. And the same thing, she was like making sure to some of the athletes that we coached that she met there, she was talking to them, and she also made sure to like talk to the referees and like being kind and acknowledging the crowd. And these things sometimes I forget, and like right now I forget to be in the present. I like get super focused on like the weight I'm lifting, and I just focus about the weight. And that's a point where I gotta remember that I want to be the aimer and the aim. So I myself, I can aim for example, a weight, but the real aim is also myself. I aim, but I aim to get better myself. And at the same time, the weight on the bar is a way towards the goal. It is not the goal itself. Like what I'm lifting today, it's a way towards the goal, and the goal is inward. I am the aim, not outward. And that's a good reminder that I, for example, today I forgot as well. And that's why I'm feeling dissatisfied with the session, because I forgot it. I didn't decide, I didn't enjoy today's session. It was a good one, and weights were good, but I didn't enjoy it because I wanted a PR and I didn't, like a bigger PR, and I didn't get it, and it wasn't there on the day. And so, like, I just have to remind that and actually appreciate the journey. I read her recap a little bit and I started smiling. Like, I'm really happy how far she's come on her journey and like everything she's taking with her and inspiring people. She's amazing. And at the same time, I realized that, okay, I teach these things. It's time for me to actually like get back into doing them as well. Like actually enjoying this journey, having fun on the journey, because it's something like you can aim toward the goal however, how much you want. But the goal, like when you reach it, would never be as sweet as the journey there. For example, I remember one of the best preps I've ever had. I won that meet because I wanted to, but winning the gold, like I wasn't even happy. But the journey towards it, I was happy every day. And like that's the difference. That's why I like that. And so that's where I realized that that's the mistake today. That's the improvement I can make today, is I forgot to enjoy the journey. And I have to be like the aimer and the aim. So that's the thing. Now I got accessories. So I got cable rope, and then I got lat pull-downs. So same as last 2 sessions, and nothing new. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do this for this week, and the next week it may change a little bit. But you know, I've been training basically the same way for like a year, and I've never increased as much as I have this year. So it obviously still is kind of working. So I think it's 10 or 12 reps. We're gonna see. Let's go.
Hej.
Anna.
Hej Kalle. Ska du gå nu?
Nu ska jag
Nej, jag kom.
inte ta det personligt.
Nej, jag får undvika. Ja.
I could do 3 sets of shins. So the cable rows was 4 sets of 10, and then the lat pull downs was 3 sets of 12. I only showed you 1 set in each because it's the same thing. But shins is something I added, and basically it's this and that next week is like the last weeks where I can really push accessories. After that, you know, we basically start peak prep, and then accessories, like I still do them, but I definitely don't, it's not like an off season, so I definitely don't add an extra, and then I will get a little bit of overcompensation because I'm gonna decrease a little bit in accessory. Like I will still have accessories, they will just go down a little bit. So I'm pushing myself a little bit. And for shins, like I think my PR is like 12 reps or something. 10, 12, I don't know. But the thing is, like, I never really train shins. So I can always do them, but you get a little bit out of groove. So sometimes from time to time it's a little bit harder to do them, then sometimes it's easier to do them. So I did 6, that felt good. So like if I start doing shins, I'll get way stronger in them, but now maybe, like, obviously as well, like most of the times when I've done them in the past, I've been a little bit lighter than I am now. Like I'm still a 63, but then I was like a light 63. Now I'm a heavy 63 or ish thing. But and with 63, for those of you who are not into powerlifting, I mean the 63 kg weight class. All right, and 2 more sets of this, and then biceps, and then we're done. Alright, I finally found somewhere where it was light enough because it's so dark. My camera can't really get lighter in this. So, done with the session. So overall it was 1 top single, 4 sets of 5s, and it was 4 sets of 10 in cable row and 3 sets of 12 in lat pull downs, and then I did 3 sets of shins and 3 sets of bicep curls, dumbbell bicep curls. And now I'm gonna walk for about 10 minutes. Not home, but to my partner's parents, and we're hanging there, eating there. But also I'm gonna, on my phone on the way home, I'm actually gonna answer clients, so I'm gonna get some time into just answering clients now after training. So I'm gonna do that and sit a bit there, and also sit in the car ride home and stuff too, so I can be around and help them and see how their training has been going. But so that's basically it for today. The mindset of today is to actually remember to, you know, be present and thankful and appreciate the journey, because I was thinking about it a little bit 2 days ago, so on the Monday session, but when I was thinking about it, like, I didn't do anything about it. I listened to a podcast about like being present and enjoying the journey. I was like, yeah, I totally agree, but you know, I didn't do it. And that's usually the thing, when things go bad, that's when you realize what you're doing wrong. And obviously I still PR'd, so it's not bad, but when you feel dissatisfied, you like notice because you want to change something maybe, and that's like where I noticed what it was and what I needed to change. Like previously I didn't like actually notice that. So I guess that's basically the thing of today. My arms are getting a little tired. But so yeah, I'm trying to actually, that's gonna be my main goal for this upcoming week or the last of the prep. I'm gonna try to not focus about the weights at all. I'm gonna try to focus about just having fun. This may mean I do more YouTube videos, because I honestly think that it's, in a way, it's more fun and I'm like more focused to actually film the sessions. I don't know if everyone want to watch like every single session for nationals, but I may actually film more of them, just because I found that the sessions are actually more fun when I do so, rather, because I usually train alone, and when I film it's like, yeah, I kind of get company, but what I talk about is I want to talk about. That's one of the things when you live outside in the woods and you have a home gym. It's really nice. You get good focus. You can train. It's easy to get to the gym. But it's also sometimes, from time to time, obviously it can be a little bit lonely, rather than like having friends on. But you know, so that's basically it for today, and that's the message of today's session. Be present, enjoy what you do, and keep working, keep trying, and try to be happy about every single accomplishment. Because I got a client, and you know, she hit a huge pause rep PR. So she did 2 reps at a pause deadlift, 10 kgs over her actual like 1 rep max. And you know, our mindset has been, because she's been always have been harsh on herself, and so she's been trying too hard to hit weights where techniques maybe like we haven't been able to build strength because we've been testing strength. So we gave her, like, this is like month 2 of training, and like the first block she also PR'd, but now it was like a huge PR. And like nowadays when I talk to her, like we have a community call each week, and we go over feedback, and she's always there. That's so nice. She's always on the call. And so I talked to her and she's like, yeah, it felt good. And you know, previously I would always get the feedback that, nah, I didn't feel so good, nah, I didn't. Now she's like always, because we worked on like appreciating these things, appreciating the here and now. And you know, like I teach that, I know this, but it's so easy to get carried away with your feelings during a session, for example, and especially like right now. I'm not like burned out, not at all, but I have been way more tired more often. My motivation has been lower, my energy has been low. Like sleep and nutrition still has been good, but I have had way less energy than normal, and that has had its effect. And obviously at those times I kind of still have to appreciate like everything that I can, and that's important. So that's the message of this video. I actually need to get going right now, so I'm gonna do so now, and then I'm gonna see you in the next video. We'll see when that is, but see you in the next video. Take care of yourself, train hard, stay hard. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, see ya.